Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, guys, I'm going to share with you my collector items that I got autographed at the Scaradise horror convention in Tampa, Florida last weekend. First of all, a couple things. I want to apologize I didn't get this video upload a little sooner here, guys. I've been busy with work and personal things throughout the week here, so I do apologize for the delay on this video. In case you guys don't know what Scaradise is, it is again a horror convention. It was known as Spookala. It began up in Ocala, Florida, and it started to come down a little more to south part of Florida to Tampa now, and they have the convention twice a year at the Tampa Fairgrounds. So last weekend it was the first ever Scaradise horror convention, and I took my mom to this convention, guys, and we had a great time. Great time. It is definitely one of the best convention experiences I ever had. There's so much to talk about it. I'm gonna share with you guys in this video here, but so many great memories. It definitely was just a great time we had at this convention here, and of course it was special to me because I got a chance to spend a couple days with my mom going this, because we both love Halloween and horror, so it was very special to me. But with that being said, guys, I would like to start sharing with you guys all of my collector items that I got signed at the convention last weekend. So without further ado, let's take a look at all the items that I got signed last weekend. I do have 3 photo ops I want to share with you. I did get a few other selfies with celebrities, but I haven't got the pictures made up. But maybe down the road I could share with you guys. I think I met 1 or 2 celebrities that I only got selfies with. One of them was Amy Smart. If you guys know Amy Smart, she was from Varsity Blues, Rat Race, Road Trip. I mean, she's been in a ton of films, I think some TV shows. I didn't really care for her autographs, so I decided to just get a selfie with her, and she was a very nice lady to talk to. So off the top of my head, I think that's the only person I think I didn't get, or the only person I got a selfie with. But let's take a look at all my autograph collection I got last weekend. So the first one I want to start with you guys. If you guys follow me on my channel, you know I'm a big wrestling fan. Love WWE and AEW. And one of the main reasons I went to this convention is I was meeting former WWE superstar Paige, and of course former AEW superstar Saraya. She was only there one day, so of course I had to go on Saturday. And she was great, guys. She was great. I nothing but positive things I can say about her. She was such a great person to talk to. She wasn't rushing people. She just loved talking to people. But like I said, she was really, really cool to meet. So I got 3 items signed by her at this convention. I got a pop figure and 2 action figures. So the first one I want to share with you guys here is the Total Divas pop figure. I did get that signed by Paige. Did that in the light green marker there. Sorry about the glare in the background there. But yep, I got that signed by her right there. So I got that. And then I got the AEW action figure signed by her as well. Did that in that light green right there. Probably a little closer for you guys right there. And I also got the this is what series is this here? I forget what series. It's an elite figure here, a Paige. I got that signed by her as well. Did that in the purple right there, just to match her wrestling gear there. And she also wrote here, if you can see a little closer here, this is my house. She wrote right above her name there. So, yeah, really cool. I got those signed. And then I did get a professional photo op with Saraya as well. And here it is right here. So, yeah, she was really cool to me. I do want to meet her again down the road. I think I have at least 2 more things I'd like for her to sign. I do have it's an AEW wrestling ring. I like to get her with all the other signatures on it. and her book as well. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't read her book yet, I highly recommend it. It's a good book. I've been really impressed, reading that book there. But yeah, Soraya Page, whatever you want to call her, guys, she was awesome. I definitely recommend you guys seeing her. So let's move on to our next collection items here. And the next one I'm going to talk about, guys. So I know that there is a huge Terrifier fan base. A lot of fans like the Terrifier films. Let me just start off by saying I just watched the 3 films last month, guys, and I'm not the biggest fan of the Terrifier films. Like, I love horror, Halloween, scary movies, but one of the things I don't love about horror films if they're too gory, and these films were too gory for me. They just were a little too gory for me. Like, it was hard to really, really get through these films. But the one thing that I really liked about the films was the characters. And I like the actors that they chosen to portray the roles. All of them did such a great job with their roles. So I went to this convention to meet 2 of the characters from the horror or from Terrifier films. There was one other one there, and I don't know what his last name is, but his first name was Elliot. He played the brother of Sienna in the second Terrifier film. And I'm kind of regretting I didn't get him. He wasn't charging much. So I'm kind of regretting I didn't go to get him. But I had so many other people I was trying to get, and we wanted to, try to get out, the convention early and hit the road before rush hour. We had rush hour on I-75 in Tampa. So I only met 2 of the actors from the Terrifier films. The first one I met is Catherine Concorin, if I'm pronouncing her name right. If you guys remember her, she was the blonde actress in the first Terrifier film. She, sat in Art the Clown's lap in that restaurant there, and eventually she got killed, about halfway through the movie. Sorry for that noise. That's the air conditioning there. So she was the one that got, sawed down with that saw by Art the Clown, which, that gave me nightmares watching that. I had to fast forward to that because I could never watch that scene again, guys. That was just too rough to watch. But anyways, so she actually got announced about 3 days before the event because they were having they had quite a few cancellations and celebrities, and I don't remember, it was John Cusack or somebody else canceled 3 days before the event. So they had to try to find somebody else, and right at the last minute, they were able to get her to come to the convention. And the next day, I only had 1 day to go to the Spirit Halloween store to get it, but I went over to the Terrifier, section there, and they had that cosplay saw knife that Art the Clown used on her in the movie. So I decided to buy that to have her sign it. So here it is right here, guys. I have my head right between the saw here, but I'm going to bring it a little closer here. You can see right above, she signed right here, my name there. And then I think it says you already have 8 likes. And then she puts her name right here, and very, very, very tiny puts her character name there. She could have probably put it over here, but whatever. So anyways, yeah, she was really cool, guys. She was a really cool person to talk to. And I had to mess with her a little bit too. I was telling her, I was like, I'm so happy to see you back in one piece after getting sawed down in the movie here. But yeah, really cool collector there. So she actually had saws at her table too. And by the way, if you ever get a chance to meet her, guys, she does charge a little bit more for getting the saw, because I think it was like $50 or $60 a combo. But if you get the saw, then it's an extra $20. So just give you a heads up on that. But she was really cool. She was cool. She talked my head off all day, but she was a really cool person to meet. All right, next one. And this was one of my favorite people I met at the convention here, is Lauren Rivera, who you guys know played Sienna in Terrifier 2. And Lauren Rivera was great. I've got just nothing but great things to say about her, guys. She was such a cool person to talk to. She loves the fans. She loves talking to people. She's just a really cool person, and I definitely like to meet her one more time down the road. But I was originally only going to get one thing signed by her, but I ended up getting two things signed by her. So the first one I got here is this action figure. As you guys all know, on Trick or Treat Studios, they have all these action figures coming out by the Terrifier movies. So they had these ones at the convention there. Now, quick story here. When I got in the convention, there was a vendor there that had these Terrifier figures, but he didn't have the Sienna edition. So I guess he heard me when I said, "Oh man, I'm bummed. I wish they had the Sienna figure because I would have bought it and went, get it signed by her." And he goes like this. He's like, "Well, I might be getting a couple more in later today." And I asked him how much he was charging for them, and he said it was $40. And I'm thinking, man, that seems very steep for this figure here. I mean, it's like, I know it's new, but $40 just seems very steep to me. So I told him, I said, well, if you get a couple more later on, maybe I'll come back. But I was not going to be willing to spend $20 or $40 for this figure. But about 5 to 10 minutes later, I was walking around the vendors, and I found a guy with two of these, and I ended up buying one of them, and it was $15 cheaper. $15 cheaper. Obviously, it was a no-brainer, so I bought that figure for him. And it was in very good condition, too. And I did have her sign it, and you can see in the red marker right there, she personalized it to me, and she got her name right there, and then her character name, Sienna, right down here. So, very nice autograph, too. I really like her autograph here, but like I said, she was a really cool person to meet. And then the other thing I got signed, this was the original main thing I was going to have her sign, was she had the sword from the movie, and I did get this over at Spirit Halloween as well, like I got the Saw. So I got her to sign the sword right here. I'm going to bring it a little closer. I'll go really slow for you right here, guys. So she personalized it to me right there, and then she puts her name right there, and then she's got Sienna right there. So there it is, guys, the sword. Got her signed by that, so really cool. Really cool collection item. I'm sure some of you guys are going to be like, that guy got all this stuff signed by the Terrifier actors, but he doesn't like the films. Don't ask. I don't know. I didn't care for the movies, guys, but the actors, they were entertaining to talk to. Now, the next one, you know what? Let me show you, too. I did get a pro photo op with Lauren Levera as well. And here's our pro photo op together. And like I said, she was really cool to talk to. But like I said, down the road, I'd like to meet her one more time, but she was a really cool person. All right, let's see. Next one we're going to talk about is one of the oldest horror films. It's a classic to many people out there, is The Exorcist. And yes, Linda Blair attended this convention here. And let me tell you something, guys, I'm so glad that I got VIP, because her line was very long. Very, very long line. So I got VIP, and I probably waited maybe 10 minutes altogether right there. So I got a pop figure, her Reagan Pukin pop figure here signed by her. And I had her sign that there in the light green marker right there. Sorry about that glare. I'm going to have to try to keep it right here so you guys can read it. So she personalized it to me, saying sweet dreams, and then puts her name right there. So this is like the limited Hot Topic pop figure edition here. Now, cool story about this one, guys. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video when I was showing the guys the items I'm going to be taking this convention to get signed. So there is a really cool comic store in Melbourne, Florida. It's called Famous Faces and Funnies, I think it's called. And it's a really cool store. If you like comics, pop figures, action figures, all kinds of stuff, guys, I highly recommend go to the store. It's a great store, great people, and I'm actually going to compliment those guys too, because I was at the store months ago, and they had this figure there, this pop figure, and I turned it down, and it was a big regret too, because then later on I found out she got announced for the convention, and so I decided to message, the store, and I asked if they had the pop figure in stock, and they said unfortunately they did. They sold the last one not too long ago. So about 3 weeks before the convention, the person messaged me back saying, hey, we got one of these pop figures that came in. I'll send you some pictures, showing the condition, how it looks. So they sent me the photos of this pop figure, guys, and it looked outstanding. And it came in the mail, didn't get messed up, no minor damage. I have nothing but great compliments to say to that store out there. They do such an awesome job, and they give great deals out there too. So, but yeah, thank you, Famous Faces and Funny Store. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you getting back to me about this pop figure, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have this right now. So thank you. And Linda Blair was nice too, guys. She was really nice. Let's see. Now, the next one I want to talk about. So as you guys know, I am a big fan of Back to the Future. I love the Back to the Future films. They've been, my childhood favorite films. They came out a year after I was born, and I remember when I was a kid watching them, I could not stop watching them, guys. They just were just movies where you feel like when you're in a bad mood, you just put them on and it puts you in a good mood. That's what Back to the Future does for me. Now, back in 2019, I went to MegaCon in Orlando, and MegaCon, I got a picture with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd, the duo of photo op, and I spent a lot of money for that. And I was planning on getting Christopher Lloyd to sign a DeLorean car. So, I remember I got my photo up of both of them. A buddy of mine was waiting at Christopher Lloyd's autograph line, and he says to me, he was like one of the first 10 people to meet him, but he was going to do photo ops, individual photo ops, dual photo ops, cast photo ops, etc. And we waited in line for over 4 hours, guys, just to meet him. And unfortunately, we had to get out of line because we had a dual photo op with Lou Diamond Phillips and Kiefer Sutherland from Young Guns. So we couldn't, turn that down. We didn't want to waste a lot of money for that photo op. So we went to go get the photo op, and when we came back out, Christopher Lloyd, went back to his autograph table, and after we got our photo op, we went back to ask if we can get back in line, and they said, unfortunately, we can't. He's only going to do a limited amount of people. So it sucked, but I did save some money. So about 6+ years later, guys, it took me to finally meet Christopher Lloyd to get a Back to the Future DeLorean car signed. So I finally did, and surprisingly too, by the way, he didn't have a lot of people in line the day I went, which was shocking. I don't know if it's because his prices are up too high or what it was. I don't know. But anyways, I did get the Back to the Future DeLorean car signed, and you can see I got him signed there, the blue marker there. So, yep, finally got that signed there. I thought the blue popped up pretty good on that there. And I actually have this really cool. I had a guy, I'll try to get a little closer here. I had a guy that works at a frame shop do this for me right here. And he put a picture of me, and I got a picture in a DeLorean at MegaCon, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I kept that in there, like I'm flying the DeLorean. So this is one of my finest collector items I got, guys. I'm so proud to have this here. So definitely got to take care of this baby here, because I don't know how much longer Christopher Lloyd's going to go here, guys. He's getting up there in age, and definitely one of my favorite actors. All right. And I think we've come to... Oh, no, we got two more here. So the next one... now, this actress I've had quite a difficult time trying to get, guys. I think it took probably... Oh, my gosh. It probably took 5 times, maybe, just to meet her. And every convention I've gone to, like Spooky Empire, MegaCon, you name it, she kept on canceling right at the last minute, is Christina Ricci. And now Christina Ricci, you guys know, she played Wednesday in the original Addams Family. She played Kat in Casper. She played Katrina in Sleepy Hollow, and she's been in tons of other movies. But she was one of my favorite actresses growing up as a kid. And so I decided to, or she got announced for Scaradise. And I remember when she got announced, everybody was like, oh, be aware, she might cancel. She does it all the time. And I remember Scaradise commented back saying, we're not those conventions, guys. So don't you worry, she will attend. And guess what, guys? She did attend. And she was great with everybody. And I got her Wednesday pop figure signed here. And this was also a Hot Topic edition right there. So she signed that there in a light green marker right there. So I got that signed by her right there. And I also got a professional photo op sign, or not signed, but just professional photo op with her. And there she is right there. Sorry about the glare, guys. So, yep. Got her right there. Like I said, she was really nice. She loved the t-shirt, too. I think she said, she's like, I like all those pictures of me in that t-shirt there. So, I finally got her, guys. After all the times I've been trying to get her, I finally did. So, yay. Alright, and we've come to last, but probably the best thing I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys in this video here. So, one of the main reasons I told you guys I was going to meet Paige and Soraya, of course, Christina Ricci, and all these other people here, they were great. But the number one main reason I went, and this was why I took my mom to this convention, is we went up to meet the Dexter cast. Now, Michael C. Hall did not attend this convention. It's been named so many times. Why is he not attending this convention? I don't know, guys. Well, all I can tell you is he did not attend the convention, but the rest of the original cast attend this convention. And I met, let's see, Jennifer Carpenter, David Zayas, Desmond Harrington. This was his very first convention, who played Quinn. I met Dokes, Eric King, and Julie Benz was there too. I didn't meet Julie Benz. I really had nothing else to sign for her. Maybe down the road, maybe I'll get something, down. But I think I already have like 3 items signed for her. So I really have anything to get for her there. But I did meet the other 4 actors there, because I had a couple things I want to get them signed. So the first one is this Deborah Morgan pop figure. I had her sign that in the red marker right there. Now, I will tell you, if there's one little thing I was disappointed in this convention, guys, and it's not the biggest thing to complain about here, but I was a little disappointed, was when I went up to, pay for my autographs here, the lady that was taking the money was saying, hey, she's not writing quotes or anything like that because she's got too long on the line, so she just wants to, try to move everything quick. Well, I don't know if she did write any quotes, guys, for anybody. I don't remember seeing anything written by Jennifer Carpenter. But I will tell you, she wasn't pushy, guys. Jennifer Carpenter was great with all the fans. She was talking to people. She loves her fans, loves interacting with people. And, I brought my mom up to meet her because that's her favorite character from the show. And she was great to her. She was great to her. Loved talking to her. I started telling her, she's the reason why she got me into watching Dexter. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be, one of the biggest fans of the TV show. And anyways, I got this pop figure signed by her. So she put her, her name and, of course, Deb underneath right there. So I did the red marker, which, came up great there. Of course, it's the color of the Dexter, theme. But like I said, the one little thing I wish I could have gotten a quote put on here, because I love Deb's quotes. She's got probably the best quotes for any character in TV show history. And my last item here, I think I need to use both of my hands to get this here. So back in March of 2022, I went to Cherry Hill, New Jersey to Monster Mania Con, and the Dexter cast was up there, and of course Michael C. Hall was there, and it was his very first convention there, and of course it was a humongous turnout. And I was planning on getting two things to be signed by Michael C. Hall. One of them you can see right here on point here is that Dexter Blu-ray box, that limited edition. So he was the very first one to sign that there. And then I originally had, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of hiding right in the corner there. It's a Dexter die-cast car. I was thinking about having him sign that there, but there was a guy that was going on the line saying, hey, I got these huge Dexter blood slides, these plastic blood slides, where people, the cast can sign it. So I decided to get one, and I think it was $25 to pay for, which isn't bad, and like 20 or 25, somewhere there. But anyways, I had the cast sign this entire thing right here, guys. And when I went to the first convention, I only got, let me see here, I think I got Michael C. Hall signed it, and then probably a few months later I got Julie Benz to sign it, and I went to Spookala again, got James Remar to sign it. And by the way, James Remar was supposed to attend Scaradise, but he canceled at the last minute, but I was bummed about it. I would have loved to have my mom meet him because, he was great in the show, but I already had him sign the blood slide here, so I only had 4 more people to get. So here it is. Without further ado, I'll share with you guys here. That is the Dexter blood slide right here. Sorry if you can't see it right here, but I'll try to make it as easy as possible here. So right up here, Michael C. Hall, when he signed it, he did the blue, and he really liked how the blue popped out there. On the bottom right where my hands are right here, there's Jennifer Carpenter. She signed right down there in the light green. I had Julie Benz sign right up here in the pink. Eric King signed here down in the yellow. And of course, he put surprise motherfucker. James Remar, which he signed years ago on this up here. I had Quinn. He signed in a green right there. Just put Quinn and DH. And then, of course, David Zayas, a.k.a. Batista. The Passion he puts on there. So, there it is, guys. It is all signed and complete. And I won't have to worry about carrying it anymore. So, really cool collector. Really good piece. I'm glad I have this done here. So, I'm sure down many years to come, it's going to be worth something here. So, yeah, guys, it was a great convention, and I'll be going to more of them in the years to come. Definitely had a fun time. My mom had a fun time. So, yeah, it was a great time. So that's it, guys. That's all my autograph collection. I got signed at the very first ever Scaradise. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video, and also happy Halloween to everybody there. See you guys.